first of all, the 9th annual South Texas College and Career Readiness Summit, correct?
Right.
Why have you been doing this all these years?
South Texas College is absolutely committed to working with our public schools so that all students are ready to go to college, they know what to expect in college, and they can be successful and complete college. We can't do it alone. Our public schools can't do it alone. It's going to take partnerships with South Texas College, UT Pan Am, and all our public schools. We work very closely with 23 different school districts, and we're absolutely laser focused on working collaboratively so all students can be successful in college. I'm frequently asked, does everybody have to go to college? And I'll say, no. But if you want a good quality life, you want to earn a decent living, and you want to provide for your family, I suggest you seriously consider at least 2 years of college.
And perhaps one of the unique aspects of the Valley in terms of education, we've learned today, and you would obviously have been aware of this, but we're like #1 for dual enrollment. It sort of started here in the Valley, and we have more dual enrollment here than other parts of Texas, correct?
That's true. It didn't really start just with us, but we were among the early pioneers. But at this point, South Texas College has the largest dual enrollment program in Texas, and probably in the nation. We have over 12,000 high school students taking college-level classes. And when I say that, I mean classes with the academic rigor and comparable to being on a university campus. And we do this tuition-free, and the reason we're doing it is because we are committed to creating a college-going culture in this region. So if high school students start while in high school, they're successful, they learn I can do it, their parents believe they can do it, they encourage their friends. It just success breeds success.
And I guess it was necessary to do it this way because we have so many families in the Valley for whom there is no history of any member of the family ever going to university. We started at such a low starting point, I guess.
You're absolutely right. As high as 80% of our students come from families who never went to college, and in many cases they never graduated from high school. So if we don't provide the financial incentive by waiving tuition, these families can't afford to start college. But if they get started, they get committed to going to college. Then when they graduate from high school, they can get federal Pell Grants that will help offset their tuition costs. So,
you've been doing this for 9 years, so perhaps none of this to you may be a surprise, but were there any particular highlights today that sort of jump out the page? Any statistics you learned of or compelling stories you heard about?
The most compelling stories are always from students and from parents. And today we heard the story of a young student who's at Achieve Early College High School, which is on the Pecan campus. This is a young lady who shared with me that she didn't speak until the age of 4. She was in special ed programs up to the 6th grade. And now this young lady is graduating with an associate degree in engineering. And she wants to go on and be an engineer. It just tells me with lots of love, lots of support and encouragement, fabulous things can happen. If teachers and her parents hadn't taken the time to really nurture her and support her, she would never be where she is today. But what a testimony to what can happen when teachers care.
And like you said to the young lady at the end afterwards, you said, we have not heard the last of your achievements.
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Yeah, we must do a tribute, a video interview with that lady as well. Something that President Nelson, Robert Nelson from UT Pan Am said at the beginning he said to us that yes, we do now have a culture of college readiness here in the Valley, that thinking, the parents and students thinking of college, that has now started to happen here, but he had concerns that we could fall back because of some new legislation, House Bill 5, and changes to the requirement at the high school level that students take algebra. And he was basically saying there was two tracks here. There's what the high schools are being asked to do and what's in place with the universities. And he was concerned that parents, if they don't continue to put their students in that algebra track, they could find they can't go to college later. I mean, how much of that were you aware of, and should it be a concern to the Valley?
It's very confusing. The legislature had the very best of intentions, and their intention was that maybe not all high school students need to complete 2 years of algebra. Maybe students drop out because of that barrier. What I heard Dr. Nelson say is that with the medical school, with the expansion of science, technology, and engineering and math, we are going to need students with strong backgrounds in math, and that's going to begin with 2 years of algebra. Those students and their parents need to make the decision that they're going to get at least 2 years of algebra. But at the same time, South Texas College is involved with an initiative called the New Mathways Project, and we're asking the question, is algebra necessary for everyone? If you want to be a liberal arts major, a social studies major, do you need algebra? Or would you maybe be better served by having statistics instead? We know students need math, but we are asking the question, which math do students need? And I think different math is appropriate for different students depending on their career pathways.
Another question, not related to today's summit here, but fortunately the people of the Rio Grande Valley said yes to your bond issue. It allows you to grow and take care of the valley's growth and the educational needs. Has the Board of Trustees at STC decided where you will be investing that bond money?
We made that decision 2 years before we went to the voters.
Okay.
We did a master plan for the college up to the year 2020. We determined what facilities we needed at each campus. We presented that plan to the voters. They did approve it. We're sticking with our plan, and we're well along the pathway. We have sold up $60 million in bonds, $60 million of the $159 million. We're in the process of hiring a construction management firm. Then we will be selecting our architects and our engineers, and by summer 2014, we're going to be ready to start moving dirt. And we hope to be in the buildings by 2015, so it's well underway.
Great, Dr. Reed. Thank you so much for this interview. Is there anything else you would like to tell the people of the Rio Grande Valley?
Oh, there's lots to tell them, just lots to tell them. I'd like to just summarize by saying we had 267 counselors, principals, superintendent, higher ed faculty join us today, and it's so clear we're all on the same page. We are really about helping students be successful, and we all know we have to do it collaboratively, we have to work together. That's something to be really proud of. It wasn't that way 10 years ago.
When you first started when you started these summits, there wasn't the unity?
No, and that was one of the founding principles of the summit, was we had to bring all our partners together and just have what we call a courageous conversation about some of the challenges we're facing. Let's be honest about the challenge, and then let's commit to working together, and it just gets better each and every year.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Reed, so much.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay.
Really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thanks.